Hello, and welcome to your new job at Tuskegee Medical Laboratories. Your job as a security guard / receptionist is to ensure the safety of you and lab personnel and greet any visitors that might come through. The following is a set of instructions for your shift at the lab. Please read the following instructions carefully. Day shift. You will be provided one taser and access to the facility's CCTV network. If anyone comes looking for someone, look up the person in the employer directory. If the said person is not on the directory, answer that you do not know the person and do not say anything more. If someone comes in and asks for Dr. Thomas Parran Jr., take them to conference room 6. Do not answer any questions about the room or Dr. Parran. Take the person to the room, then close and lock the door. Pay no attention to any machine noises or screams that might follow. Dr. Parran's laboratory has many dangerous and life-threatening machines. Do not enter the room at any circumstances. If you are cited to enter the room, your contract will be terminated. If a visitor inquires about an odor or screams, ignore them. If any government official visits the facility, immediately call the lead lab technician and refrain from saying anything. Night shift. You will be provided one flashlight, access to the facility's CCTV network, door controls, and access to the facility's power controls. You are prohibited from entering any area besides the main hallways and your office. Only enter any room if your life is on the line. Do not let anyone, besides yourself, enter the facility at all times. Deter them from entering by any means necessary. Never call emergency services. Never. All of our lab employees will leave at 7 p.m. Any technicians working overtime are required to leave by midnight. If you see any technicians after midnight, do not engage. Return to your office, lock the door, and roll down the shutter. Stay in your office until 6 a.m. Every hour on the hour, you must go to storage room 4 and check on the locks. There should be 4 different lock mechanisms. If some of them are unlocked, lock them again. If all 4 are unlocked, do not try relocking them. Head back to your office, lock the door, roll down the shutter, and barricade the office. If the door is open, hide in the restrooms and pray that they don't find you. If you hear any screaming, screeching, shouting, or knocking anytime during your shift, press the button labelled Controlled Shock. If you see people with injuries and or wounds on them wandering around the facility, lock your office and restart the power grid. And lastly, if you see a child with blonde hair in experiment room 2, exit the facility as fast as you can. Shut down the facility and call the employee hotline. Welcome to the lab. Hello, and welcome to the night shift at Harbour Valley Veterinary Clinic. For your safety and the well-being of our patients, please memorize the following rules and adhere to them at all times. We have nanny cameras in all of our boarding areas. If you hear any whining / growling, check the nanny cameras before entering the room. We do not administer any oral medications between 1:21 and 3:47 a.m. Disregard any instructions to the contrary. If you hear a phone ringing in one of our exam rooms, exit to the lobby. If the phone stops ringing once you enter the lobby, do not answer any calls for the remainder of that hour. We have a document filled with phone numbers you should avoid answering. Check this document anytime the phone rings. If the number is listed as restricted, let it go to voicemail. We do not accept any emergencies between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. If a woman calls saying that her cat is vomiting blood, has cloudy eyes, and is behaving aggressively, apologize and say we cannot help them. Do not offer to refer them to a different clinic. Write down the number she called from and add it to the Word document. If you enter a bathroom and find that the walls are now blue, immediately turn all the lights in the building off, set the alarm and step outside. Wait 5 minutes before re-entering. Remember, all of our bathrooms are painted white. If a vet tech in glasses and a stained lab coat says to check on the Labrador Retriever who had a stroke, first look at her shoes. If her shoes are untied, say, "I'll be there shortly," and turn left into the nearest door. Lock the door behind you and wait until you stop hearing the breathing. If you see a large black dog standing at the end of a hallway, back into the nearest door. Do not call the dog. Do not take your eyes off of it until you are in a different room, and keep the door shut. Do not run, do not panic if the dog begins approaching you. Remain as calm as possible until you are in a safe location. Cover all mirrors in the building by midnight. If you realize you have forgotten to cover a mirror, lock all the doors to the outside and duck down behind a desk. Wait there until 7 a.m. Black cats with green eyes are not welcome in our clinic under any circumstances. If you see one at any time, contact the help number listed at reception. And finally, you may find bruises or cuts on your body upon arriving home after a shift, even if you don't remember getting hurt. Don't worry, these should go away within 3 hours. If you still have any open wounds after that time period, cover the cuts with Vaseline to ensure suffocation of anything contained with them. Welcome to the team, and good luck. Hello and welcome to the night audit shift at Cozy Suites. We are excited that you are joining us and are excited about your career with Cozy. Please review these rules before beginning your shift. 1. You and one security guard are the only people, other than the guests, working at the hotel. Security personnel provided by a third-party company, Kingstar Secretary. If anyone else identifies themselves as staff, contact on all supervisors immediately. Do not give this person access to any hotel areas. Should they persist, begin to recite the amenities offered by the hotel until they walk away. 2. We have 3 floors with 45 rooms on each floor. 101 through 145 and so on. There is no 13th room on any floor. If the front desk phone rings and displays a room number ending in 13, pick up the line, push 3825 and hang up the phone. Do not say anything into the receiver. Do not put the receiver to your ear. 3. If a guest walks up to the desk claiming to be from a room number ending in 13 and requests anything from you, tell them the items requested are in another department and you will retrieve them immediately. They will make uncomfortable eye contact with you. You will leave the front desk and proceed to housekeeping, never taking your eyes off the person. Once in housekeeping, lock the doors and call the supervisor. They will come and let you out. Do not open the door, no matter what you hear on the other side. 4. Once a night you will need to do a walkthrough of the property. Please ensure that all guest room doors are closed as you pass by. Room 324 always has its lights on and a weird smell coming from it. If the light is off and you walk through, knock on the door 3 times and head straight to the front desk. You'll receive a call from that room within 6 minutes and you must be there to answer it. If you make it back outside of this time frame and the phone never rings, lock yourself in the back office and call the supervisor. They may be able to help you if they can get to the hotel in time. 5. During your walkthrough, please make sure all of the lights in each hall are working. If you notice a bulb out, simply note it for the changes tomorrow. If a bulb goes out while you're walking through, turn around and leave the floor immediately. Do not walk through the dark space under the burnt light. 6. And finally, when she comes in, hand her a cup of coffee and walk away. You will know who we are talking about when you see her. Do not make any verbal contact. Just a cup of coffee and she'll leave. Good luck on your first shift.